deep. Pick six. Bondi.
Out of the split back veer. The turn, the hand. Clay Scheffner following a block. Scheffner to the 40-yard line, down to the 35.
Get down there.
Down to the 25-20. Down to the 15. Down to the 10.
He's going to score.
5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Clay Scheffner.
High School Sports is sponsored by the following local businesses.
Edward Jones, Holiday Automotive, Bauer Chiropractic and Bauer Physical Therapy,
Baker Cheese, Sorauer Dentistry, Badger Tire,
Taco Bell, Cornelli Convenience Stores, Anders Auto Parts,
AirTech,
Right Way Home Improvement, Radom & Stone and Landscape, Agnesian Healthcare,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Gino's Italian Restaurant, Charter Call Center,
Aurora Healthcare, Pump and Pantry, St. Mary Springs Academy,
National Exchange Bank and Trust, Scotty's Auto Works, Coal Oil Propane and Coles BP,
Kathy Kelly Doyle Dentistry, Summit Automotive, and the Press Box.
Here's one I like especially. Say, do you know what this is?
A Wisconsin Broadcasters Award winner for Best High School Sports Play-by-Play.
Radio Plus Sports. We're in the game.
On a beautiful Friday evening from North Fond du Lac, Art Humphrey Field, we are set for high school football. It's on the radio tonight and on our video stream at radioplusinfo.com. Ike and Chase, the video producers, Robert Brown, Hot Dog Bobby Brown back at the station queuing us up here tonight. My name is Nick Rush as we're set for Flyaway Conference action between the North Fond du Lac Orioles at 1-1 on the season and the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy, the ranked the number 5 team in the state in Division 5. Vikings, pretty impressive 2-0. They had a nice win in Week 1 of the regular season over KML, over Kettle Moraine Lutheran. That final count was 49-6. Then they dispatched Kenosha St. Joe's last week. Kenosha St. Joe's, by the way, was ranked in their respective division, beat them 45-7 last week. And this WLA team, we'll find out tonight if their defense is the real deal. They'll be opposed by a pretty impressive back, a pretty powerful back in Griffin Brunette for the North Fond du Lac Orioles. This Viking team has pretty high aspirations and pretty high hopes for making another postseason run. They've been there the last 3 years. They've won a first-level game the last 3 years, and hopefully we'll continue that trend, according to John Boggs, the head coach of WLA. Meanwhile, this North Fond du Lac team, they come in here 1-1 on the season, averaging 28 points a game. This North Fond du Lac team went 0-18 going back to 2014 and 2015. Previous to Week 1 against Randolph, the last time North Fond du Lac won a game was in October of 2013. They beat Kettle Moraine Lutheran 28-26. But they got in the win column over the Randolph Rockets in their home opener a couple weeks ago. Beat them here at the Oriole Athletic Complex at Art Humphrey Field. Beat them 34-20. Again, that was North Fond du Lac's first win in 3 years. So congratulations to North Fond du Lac in getting that getting over the hump there and getting in the win column here. Co-head coaches for the North Fond du Lac Orioles, and they come to us tonight from Coach Pat Colby and Coach Todd Whitaker. Kind of a situation where two head coaches, a platoon situation. We'll talk more about how each guy fits in and what their specialties are as we continue on here during the video stream and the radio broadcast. Our pregame show is sponsored here today by our friends, of course, at Holiday Chevrolet, Buick GMC Cadillac. We'll have your keys to the game and your coach's smile segment. We'll have your injury report and your starting lineups all on the way next as our Holiday Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac pregame show. It continues on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
Looking for work? Coles BP in Brownsville and the BP Highway Hop in Lamira
Game show, Holiday Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac pregame show, 95 and 96.1 The Rock. And with us now, head coach of the WLA Vikings and John Boggs. Coach, good to talk to you again. How are you?
I'm doing well. Great to talk to you too, Nick.
The Vikings talk about their first couple of games here of the 2016 season.
We're off to a good start. We're 2-0. Had a very convincing win against Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and then had a big showdown this past week. Our first game at home versus Kenosha St. Joe. They came in, I think, the 7th-ranked team in Division 5, and things went well for us. Sort of a perfect storm of us executing and them making mistakes, and came out with a 45-7 win.
Coach, what have you done well in the first couple of games this season, and what are some things? I know you had a nice couple of wins here, non-conference play, but what are some things you got to work on yet with the Vikings?
Two things. Number one, offensively, we're taking care of the football. We are not turning over the football, and we're putting together some big drives at some times when we needed to. Kettle Moraine scored a big, long touchdown against us on a missed assignment at the beginning, and we drove right down and scored back again. Sort of the same thing with Kenosha. And defensively, we're just not giving up the big play. High school teams, especially early in the season, it's difficult to run 6, 7, 8 plays in a row correctly. And we feel as long as we don't give up a big, huge play, that we're pretty hard to score against.
Vikings came into the WisSports.net rankings unranked last week. Now you find yourself, as the poll was revealed on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, that the Vikings are number 5 in the state in Division 5. I know that you, along with the rest of the boys, probably don't look at that as much as the media does, but what does that say?
I would venture to guess that the boys, they look at it like a whole bunch of other teenagers look at it, but we really tried not to get consumed by that. We understand it's week 2. We would much rather, at the end of week 9, looking into the playoffs, be somewhere around there, because that means we've had a successful season. We talked about it a little bit. We've talked about that with our first ranking in quite some time in the state. A lot of responsibility comes with that, and we want to validate that ranking. We want to work hard. We want to execute. We want to exhibit a will to win, not only every game, but for us, every practice.
North Fond du Lac Orioles, they won their first football game in some time. A couple weeks ago, they fell to Horicon Eustisford, 63-22 this past Friday night. And North Fond du Lac, what do you look for in that game, Coach?
You don't really need any motivation, extra motivation, because we know them very quickly. You know, they're so close by to us. Our kids know their kids. Theirs know ours. And an added thing for us is we're facing the number 1 running back in the state. Griffin Brunette comes in. I think he has 580 yards rushing. He has 8 touchdowns. He's carried the ball 84 times. And so that's our challenge. We realize that if we're going to have success on Friday, we can't let him have 300, 250 yards. So we're focused on anything that they might do on defense, but we know that at least right now for them, it begins and ends with their running back.
The the Vikings defense, Ledger's defense, top 2 defenses in the non-conference play, and that says a pretty strong suit about your defense too.
We're excited about it. That's a strength for us. As I said, we gave up a 79-yard touchdown in the second play of the season, which is not something that we expected to have happen, and that sort of woke us up a little bit. Kenosha St. Joe's didn't score until the end of the third quarter in a running clock when we had a lot of different people playing. So our defense is going to hopefully keep us in some games, and our offense is executing pretty well right now. So we're excited about the tandem we have.
We are talking with John Boggs, head coach of the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings, as the Flyweight Conference and Flyweight Conference tilts around the area. WLA is on the road at Oriole Athletic Complex coming up on Friday night. Looking forward to having the broadcast on the radio, and people can view tonight's action at radioplusinfo.com. Coach, always a pleasure. Thank you so much, and we'll see you down the line too.
Looking forward to it. It's football season.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you in the post-game show.
Good luck to all area sports teams this season from Andrews Auto Parts of Fond du Lac. When you're looking for quality paint and parts, Andrews Auto Parts is the place to go. Andrews Auto Parts has been serving the automotive paint and parts market
1 foot north, Badger Tire can give it the exact shape it needs. For custom exhaust bending, see the benders at Badger. Badger Tire. For custom exhaust bending, brakes, shocks, general maintenance, and, yup, of course, tires too. Badger Tire. Just west of the Badger Tire Bridge on Johnson Street, Fond du Lac. When you want the very best, you play your first string. In Wisconsin, the first string is Baker cheese. That's right. Baker cheese has the #1 selling string cheese in the state. Next time you're in the grocery store, look for Baker cheese. It's a perfect snack for lunch, at school, at the office, or just any time. Pick up a pack of Baker string cheese at any local grocery store. Baker cheese, a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Back here at Art Humphrey Field in North Fond du Lac, we're getting set for tonight's action between the North Fond du Lac Orioles and the Winnebago Lithard Academy Vikings. Welcome back into your Holiday Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac pregame show. During our halftime report, we'll play the North Fond du Lac interview with co-head coach Todd Whitaker. So we'll play that for you as the pregame show continues here today. Time for your keys to the game. Your coach's smile is brought to you in part by Sorauer Dental. All your family dental needs, visit Dr. Sorauer, 845 South Main Street next to Gillies in Fond du Lac. It is Sorauer Dental and your keys to the game. We'll first start off with the North Fond du Lac Orioles, and what they have to do defensively is really key on a couple of guys, a couple of key playmakers this evening. The Vikings' top 2 rushers, number 15 quarterback Eric Schmitz, who has 20 carries on the season for 262 yards and has 5 rushing touchdowns. Again, this is the quarterback, very elusive quarterback, very dangerous with his feet. And also Dylan Jurdy, 22 carries this season, 217 yards. He has 4 rushing touchdowns this season. So defensively for North Fond du Lac, they'll have to contend with a couple of nice playmakers in Eric Schmitz, the quarterback, and Dylan Jurdy, the lead running back for the Vikings. Defensively, WLA running a 5-2 defense and very disciplined team. And the Vikings defense will have to contend with the very elusive and very powerful running back, number 20, Griffin Brunette. He's got 84 carries. He's got almost 600 yards in 2 games. 8 touchdowns in just 2 games. This is a guy that's a very powerful back, and he, again, averaging, about 300 yards a game. And I don't know if the opponents for North Fond du Lac have seen the caliber defense that the Vikings bring to the table. You're dealing with a KML team, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, a team that's down this year. A lot of people are saying that they're a little bit down as far as players coming out for the program, and players that are at the skill positions there. So that's to be desired. Waupun plays against Kettle Moraine tonight, so we'll see how that game shakes out. Kenosha St. Joe's, they a team, of course, that WLA played and really ran up the score on offense. And Randolph defensively is down a little bit this year, as is Horicon Eustisford. And this North Fond du Lac defense gave up 63 points against this Horicon and Eustisford team again. So I don't know if the caliber is there of competition that North Fond du Lac is facing against WLA tonight. Going to be a tough game for them. And North Fond du Lac, schedule-wise, the schedule is not very kind. They have WLA tonight, then they go to Fruth to take on the Ledgers of Fond du Lac St. Mary Springs. That comes up next week, Saturday. We'll have coverage of that game here on the radio. But needless to say, Griffin Brunette, pretty special player, pretty nice player, and we'll see what he can do against this North Fond du Lac, or against this WLA defense here tonight. So again, your keys to today's game. Key 1, stopping Griffin Brunette for North Fond du Lac. And if you're North Fond du Lac, you have to contend with a couple of different playmakers in Eric Schmitz and Dylan Jurdy. Again, your keys to the game presented by Dr. Sorauer. All your family dental needs, visit Dr. Sorauer, 845 South Main Street next to Gillies in Fond du Lac. Bauer Chiropractic and Bauer Physical Therapy. They sponsor our injury report. To prevent your next injury, contact Dr. Shane and Dr. Shane at Bauer Chiropractic and Bauer Physical Therapy, and we are all clear on the injury report. Glad to say that again, all clear on that injury report. Coming up, we will get a chance to go through the starting lineups presented by Baker Cheese. Your Baker Cheese first-string starting lineups on the way in just a couple of moments from Art Humphrey Field in North Fond du Lac. It's Flyway Conference football tonight, 95 and 96.1 The Rock, and video streamed at RadioPlusInfo.com.
Next, we have Lisa and Jorge Hernandez escorting their son Austin.
Bauer Chiropractic. Same name, same office, but two different specialists to reduce your pain and prevent its return. Whether you apply Dr. Bauer's traditional or progressive chiropractic treatments, or Shane Bauer's advanced orthopedic and neurological physical therapy practices, now offering massage therapy by Jamie Baumhart LMT, relief is just one visit away. So if you have pain, see Shane. 355 Peters Avenue, across from Forest Mall.
Quad Graphics is hiring full and part-time positions starting at $13 an hour with flexible scheduling. Experience on-the-job training programs that develop the skills needed to become a full-time press or finishing operator and receive progressive wage increases as you learn. Benefits include comprehensive health coverage at affordable rates and a retirement savings plan. Seasonal production positions also available. Apply online at qg.com. That's Q as in quad, G as in graphics.com, or call 518-581-4262. Quad Graphics is hiring full and part-time positions starting at $13 an hour with flexible scheduling. Experience on-the-job training programs that develop the skills needed to become a full-time press or finishing operator and receive progressive wage increases as you learn. Benefits include comprehensive health coverage at affordable rates and a retirement savings plan. Seasonal production positions also available. Apply online at qg.com. That's Q as in quad, G as in graphics.com, or call 518-581-4262.
Next month, American Bank and National Exchange Bank and Trust will merge under the National Exchange Bank and Trust name. Two community banks together as one, with no change in ownership, means a stronger, better financial institution for you, along with more office and ATM locations at home and throughout Wisconsin, and great banking products, services, and solutions to keep you, your dreams, and our communities moving forward. If you're already a customer, a sincere thank you for your business. You've placed your trust in us, and we have every intention of preserving it and the excellent customer care you've come to expect. American Bank and National Exchange Bank and Trust join together as one in September. To learn more, visit our website or call or visit your local office. National Exchange Bank and Trust, with offices throughout southeastern Wisconsin and online at nebat.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We're 96.1 WTCX-FM Ripon and W236AG Fond du Lac. To everyone else, we're 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
Back here at Art Humphrey Field in North Fond du Lac, it is Parents' Night, as you see on the field right now. If you're watching the video stream, all the parents being introduced with all the players, part of this football program, and they've done a great job of recruiting guys out for football, and numbers here in North Fond du Lac continue. A couple of years ago, they were a little bit light, and then last year getting better, and this year you take a look at even better numbers for North Fond du Lac and their football program. And you see everybody on the field right now. Just a great thing to see, again, here at Art Humphrey Field in North Fond du Lac. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back with your starting lineups as they're going to pause for the national anthem. And we'll be back after this. High school football tonight, 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
You work hard, you play hard. You're in it to win it. When plumbing problems slow you down, a call to Bernhard only takes a minute. For over 50 years, Bernhard Plumbing has provided professional.
Back here at Art Humphrey Field, getting set for the opening kickoff. The Orioles and Vikings here tonight, the Flyway Conference tilt. WLA at 2-0 on the season with wins over KML and Kenosha St. Joe's. North Fond du Lac at 1-1. They beat Randolph August 19th, then fell to Horicon Eustisford 63-22 a week ago. The starting offense for North Fond du Lac at quarterback is number 4, Alex Zander. At running back is number 20, Griffin Brunette. At fullback is number 33, Sheldon Smith. Zach Choate is one of the offensive linemen, number 55. Austin Hernandez, another lineman, number 62. Mike Mazorski checks in, number 72, fellow offensive lineman. Justin Newhouse, number 71. Nick Snellenberger, number 79 on the offensive line. Nathan Schallert is the tight end for the Orioles. And at wide receiver, number 3, Connor Krupp, and number 11, Keegan Reitz. For the Vikings defense, cornerbacks, Brendan Kulibert, Eric Nygaard. Safeties, Eric Schmitz and Ryan Cole. The linebacking core, pretty good one, Tanner Haase. We'll be calling his name quite a bit tonight as far as one of the leading tacklers, the leading tackler on this team. Dylan Jurdy, the linebacker. Again, the Vikings play a 5-2 defense, so they'll have 5 down linemen. Jacob Borgart is the nose tackle. Defensive tackles, Ryan Jacobs, Grant Mankey. Defensive ends on either side, Eric Schwark and Ethan Guzzi. North Fond du Lac Orioles, we're on the North Fond du Lac side of things here at Art Humphrey Field. They're playing in their black jerseys, the black pants, the white numbers, that's with the orange trim. Or the Vikings of WLA in their road uniforms, the blue pants and the white jerseys, that's highlighted by their blue numbers here tonight. Field goes here at North Fond du Lac at Art Humphrey Field. Goes from north to south. And thanks for joining us here tonight. That's a look at your Baker Cheese first-string starting lineups. Baker Cheese, we invite you to get yours today. Again, Baker Cheese, thank you so much. Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac sponsoring our pregame show here tonight. Those of you viewing tonight's action, shoot me an email. It's Nick R. at WFDL.com, NICKR at WFDL.com. We good on the volume, Mike? Think so? Yeah, okay. We have crews all over the area. We are in North Fond du Lac here tonight. We have a crew at Stevens Point as Fond du Lac takes on Stevens Point, and we'll be monitoring that game as well. Your first quarter is presented by Record Entertainment Disc Jockey Service and your Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Dan Sprader, Ben Berchi, Pam Tellefson, Steve Miller, Doug Shireman, and Jeff Wills of Fond du Lac. Vikings will kick off toward the north end zone here at Art Humphrey Field, and the Orioles back deep to receive the kick. One will be Ives, and the other is Connor Krupp. Connor Krupp to the right side of him. Set to kick it away is WLA, and that's a nice kick. It's going to back up Krupp. He's going to take it at the 5-yard line, up to the 10, to the 15-yard line, to the 20-yard line, and finally gets dropped down at about the 22 or so, and that's where we'll see, for the first time here tonight, the North Fond du Lac Orioles offense. And that is, again, led by Alex Zander, who is a sophomore, 6'2", $180. He's going to come up to the line of scrimmage. North Fond du Lac lost 63-22 last week to a co-op team, a new co-op team, Horicon Eustisford. And they're going to come out with a couple of receivers to the wide side of the field as quarterback Zander will duck in. He'll hand the football off. The first handoff goes to Burnett, and he'll squeak ahead for a couple of yards. A couple of down linemen in on the stop for the Vikings. It's 2nd down and 8. Again, we're just underway here at Art Humphrey Field. Vikings and Orioles Flyway Conference tilt. Other games tonight. Laconia is in Lamira. Mayville is in Amro, and Ozaki takes on Springs in a non-conference tilt. Zander will duck in with the I formation behind him. He'll check left and right receivers either way, and they'll hand off to Burnett again. He gets stacked up and driven back. Good open field tackle by number 51. Came in to crash down. That's Tanner Haase. And that goes for naught. Haase came in, as did number 71, Ethan Guzzi. Guzzi crashed down from one of the end positions for the Vikings. Got a whole cast and crew up here. Got Aaron Sadoff down the aisle here. And Gary's down there too, huh? Yep. And here's Xander. He's going to roll to his right side. He's going to look downfield. Chases on by the Vikings. Haase is there to rip him away and down. And he gets wrestled down as he lost some yardage on the play. It brings up 4th down. Xander will lose on the play about 4 yards or so. Got Gary Keel up here doing the golden chops down the way. 10:25 left to go. A 4th down and 11 situation to go here for the Orioles. Vikings are back deep to receive. Ryan Cole is back deep as well as another player. Kick is away, and that's going to be a shorter kick, and Cole is going to let it bounce out of bounds. And that's going to be pretty good field position for WLA. So Orioles go 3 and out. Vikings take over 1st and 10 in Oriole territory. And they'll call it at about the 44 or so. So we see a first chance at the offense for WLA. Eric Schmitz is the quarterback. A couple of backs, Dylan Jurdy and Jacob Borgart. Mason Herkstroder and Noah Lorenz are the receivers. The tight end, Eric Schwark. Mankey, Guzzi, Jacobs, Schwartz, Haase up front here for the Vikings. And they'll go in I formation. And here's Schmitz. Fakes the handoff. Play action. He's going to throw it downfield to his receiver, and that's going to be hauled in and caught. First play goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Mason Herkstroder goes streaking down the near side. He goes in from 44 yards out. And just when you think the Vikings are going to keep it on the ground after we talked so much about their ability to keep it on the ground, they go play action. And they find a man streaking down this near side. Herkstroder goes 44 yards to the house. And the extra point pending here. Eric Schmitz is the holder. Kick is away, and the kick is up, and it is good by Mason Herkstroder. And with 9:51 left to go here in the first quarter, it is WLA 7 and North Fond du Lac nothing on your Ignesian Boat and Joint House scoreboard. Take a time out from Art Humphrey Field. Back after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. .951 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 WLA as the Vikings draw first blood on one play. Orioles go 3 and out and they punt. Vikings get it at the Oriole 44 and they go play action and they found an open man. Herkstroder had a couple of steps on the defensive back and just took it into the end zone, took it away. That ball is going to take a bounce and Connor Krupp is going to get smothered at about the 20, inside the 20-yard line, near the 15 actually. And Orioles come up to the line of scrimmage with a first down and 10. The last time that North Fond du Lac beat WLA was 2010. That was 38-31. And was the final score there. Since that time, WLA has won 4 consecutive games against these Orioles. Receivers both ways for the Orioles. And they'll go single back formation. Xander will duck in, and he'll hand off to Burnett. Burnett now gets stacked up and brought down. one of the defensive linemen came to make the stop, and for the Vikings, that's Ryan Jacobs, who plays the line. Jacobs in on the stop, and Haase was in on the stop as well. Minimal gain on the play brings up second down for the Orioles. Orioles at their own 16-yard line. Get after a gain of 1. North Fond du Lac went 0-9 last year and in 2014. They won 3 games back in 2013. The last win previous to the Randolph game was a game against KML in October, 28-26. They won that ball game. Here's the handoff to Burnett. He finds a brief seam and finally gets tripped up. Nice tackle there by number 12 and Cole to kind of trip him up and bring him down for WLA. And picks up a couple. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Orioles. Again, just underway with 8:40 left to go here in the ball game, or here in the first quarter. 7-0. WLA with the lead. Send me an email where you're listening from. Love to hear from you. Nick R at WFDL.com. And with Burnett flanked to the right side of Xander. High snap. Xander fumbles the football. Ball is down, and he recovers it, but then gets dropped right away. And gets dropped immediately by the Vikings. Nice job downfield, or to behind the line of scrimmage to make the tackle. Ryan Jacobs in on the stop as well. And they lose some yards there. They lose 6 on the play, and a punting situation as the Orioles are back deep, standing in their own end zone. Here's the kick, and that's better punt this time, and that's going to be a fair catch. Taking by WLA, and Vikings come back to the line of scrimmage with the lead 7-0 on your Ignatian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. Again, pretty good field position at the 35. The Orioles can't get a lot of yardage there. Again, we thought the Orioles are going to face a better defensive couple of teams than the Rockets. And also Horicon Hughesford. Again, this Burnett player, a player that averaged about just under 300 yards a game last 2 times that they took the field. Sends a man into motion, and the handoff is going to go to the 30-yard line, down to the 26 or so. And Burnett came up to make the stop. Nice gain on the play for WLA. Coolibert with the carry, and he gains 9 on the play. Ball comes to the near hash. Vikings with the lead and 7:15 left to go in the first quarter on your Ignatian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. They will flank one man to the right side, or to the left side of Schmitz. Now they bring him to the right side. Schmitz working from the shotgun formation. 4 down linemen for the Orioles, and there's a stop of play. And there's going to be a delay of game against the Vikings, and that will push the football back. Dylan Jurdy was slow to get the formation set. Schmitz wanted to get him set earlier, and that's going to push it back 5 yards. And 2nd down and 6 after the 5-yard penalty. Got him bunched in tight. Couple of receivers out there here for the Vikings as they work from the shotgun. Here's Eric Schmitz. Schmitz the option. Schmitz keeps, runs up the seam. 25-yard line, spins his way down inside the 25, near the 23. And it'll be a first down for WLA. And he gets some of that yardage back, as Schmitz kept it himself and took it forward. Again, down to the 28 on gain of 7 yards. Receivers are both ways, actually 4 receivers out there. They put a man into motion, working from the shotgun here, Schmitz. Schmitz now will take it, look left and throw left. He's got his man. And to the 20-yard line, 15 down to the 10-yard line, to the 5. Dives his way forward, goes in. Did he get in? He did, for the touchdown. Mason Herkstroder with his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. And your Ignatian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard reads WLA 13 and North Fond du Lac 0. Again, Mason Herkstroder hauling it in from 28 yards. A little pass play as they put him into motion. Then they just fired out to the flats. They found him, and after that, it was yards after the catch. Snap is down. Clean snap. It's up, and it is good. And your score in the first quarter yet, 6:07 left to go. WLA leads 14-0 over North Fond du Lac. Ignition Bone and Joint House scoreboard coming back after this. 95 and 96-1 The Rock.
It's all imported cheeses. This is a fondue party, Mike.
I realize that, Alan. Taco Bell has these new burritos with warm melted cheese in the center.
This is a Gorgonzola Gruyere medley.
This is a 3-cheese blend plus nacho cheese sauce medley.
The best way to serve warm melted cheese is in the center of a beefy burrito. New cheesy core burritos only at Taco Bell.
.607 left to go in the first quarter. It is WLA 14 and North Fond du Lac 0. Mason Herkstroder takes it in from 28 yards away, and it is his second touchdown of the game. And the kickoff. It's a kick that's going to squirt out of bounds as North Fond du Lac lets it go. And with that, the Orioles come back to the line of scrimmage again, trailing 14-0. A drive went 3 plays and spanned 35 yards. Got a 28-yard reception for a touchdown. Mason Herkstroder. Let's see if the Orioles can get something going here as they find themselves again trailing on your Ignition Bone and Joint House scoreboard. Yet to get a first down are the Orioles. And again, Griffin Burnett, one of their key backs, one of their nice backs, back in there with Alexander. And they work from the shotgun formation. They send Krupp into motion. And a couple of backs in the backfield. They hand off to Burnett. Burnett is going to take it and try to dive his way forward across the 35 or so. Picks up maybe a half yard on the play. Yep. You take a look at this North Fond du Lac team. They're a young team. They continue to get better, as co-head coaches Todd Whitaker and Pat Colby say during our interview, which we'll have at halftime for you. And they'll run an I formation behind Xander. Xander surveys the 5-2 defense, and he'll hand off. Burnett's got it again, right up the heart of the Viking defense. Hazy in on the stop for WLA to drop him after a couple of yard gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7 yards to go for the first down stick. Yeah, talking about this co-head coaching situation here for North Fond du Lac, and both of these coaches have been assistants in previous seasons. Coach Colby started as an assistant back in 2009, spent most of those years as offensive coordinator. So he's in charge of the offense, is Coach Colby, working from the shotgun. Here's the screenplay, and he's got Burnett 40 up to midfield, 45-40, cutting his way to the 35. Finally gets brought down in Viking territory at the 30-yard line. Pretty good designed screenplay, and this one goes for 31 yards. What a screenplay to again to Burnett. Goes for 31. First down of the ball game for the Orioles. Orioles now working in Viking territory at their 30-yard line. Good screenplay, good design pass. Receivers are the ways here for the Orioles as they come up to the line. Offset eye in the backfield for Xander. Xander will hand off Burnett. He's met right away and driven backwards. Good job defensively, and a nice stick by Grant Mankey. Mankey was there to meet, greet, and drop. Loss of 1 yard on the play. We'll continue to monitor some of our other games going on. I know Ike is busily checking Twitter for updates here tonight. Fond du Lac trails Stevens Point 3-0. That game at Gerke Field in Stevens Point. Offset eye in the backfield. Receivers either way here for the Orioles. And the handoff, Brunette trying to cut his way upfield. Gets away from one Viking, but can't elude another white shirt. Mankey is there to bring him down again. Minimal gain on the play here for Brunette and for the Orioles. Gets 1 yard and gets that yard back after he lost the first time around. The sun is setting here at Art Humphrey Field. Beautiful evening for football. Beautiful sunset. 3:15 left to go. A couple of backs at the backfield, a couple of receivers out there, and they jumped. The tight end for the Orioles is going to take a jump, and that's Nathan Schallert, the tight end, jumped on the left side, and that's going to push it back. It was 3rd down and 10. Now it's 3rd and 15 for the Orioles. Orioles in Viking territory, standing at the Vikings' 35-yard line. Todd Whitaker controls the defense. He started back in 2013 with the program, taking over as the defensive line coach. And here's a back to the left side of Zander. Zander hands off Brunette. Brunette cutting his way upfield, trying to get to the 30-yard line. And a shoestring tackle to bring him down as he crosses the 30, near the 29 or so, actually just at the 30. So they pick up those 5 yards back. It has been a steady dose of Brunette. The plays that North Fond du Lac has run so far, 10 out of the 12 plays have gone to him. Receivers both ways split out here for the Orioles. Ives one way as Reitz is at the top side of your screen. Zander now looking to pass on 4th down and 10. They look to run a screen play. Vikings there to sniff it out and to bring him down. And that's going to be number 12 for WLA there to meet him and drop him down. Ryan Cole was there to drop him down, but nice job defensively. Grant Mankey got to the backfield first there to slow him down. And again, that screen play, they run that screen play again, and the first time they ran it, it went for 31. This time doesn't go for nearly as far. It goes for about 4 yards or so, and the Vikings will take over on 1st down and 10. 2:02 left to go here in the first quarter. 3 receivers set. They put a man in a motion. Herkstroder comes to the motion to the near side here, and they'll fake the handoff to him as Eric Schmitz takes off with the football. Schmitz will get 5, 6 yards, actually close to 3 yards on the carry. Send me an email where you're checking in from. Nick R at WFDL.com. That's NICKR at WFDL.com. What a 5-yard pickup as they finally got Schmitz down there. Schmitz a dual threat. He's the leading rusher for the Vikings on the football season, 13.1 a carry. And there's the handoff, and this handoff goes to, I believe, Net was in on the stop, but the football went to Jacob Borgard, his first carry of the ball game. Borgard gets 1. It's 3rd down and 4. We approach a minute left to go here in the opening quarter. 14-0 WLA with the lead on your Ignesian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. Vikings back up to the line of scrimmage. They'll put a man in the slot and a couple of receivers on the wide side of the field. They run out of the shotgun formation. Eric Schmitz surveying the defense. Schmitz play action, now fires to the flats. And Herkstroder hauls it into the 45-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Viking first down as he dives his way into Oriole territory. Mason takes it in for a first down as it's going to go for 12. That's the 3rd reception for number 18, Mason Herkstroder, the junior, 6'2", $170, nice player. As they just play action it again, look to the flats, and they found his man. Again, that one's going to go for 13 yards. Third reception for him of the football game. Trips on the upside of the screen, the far side, and they're going to hand it off. Handoff goes to the 40-yard line, 35, 30-yard line, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Jurdy for a touchdown. Goes for 49 to the house. Dylan Jurdy, the 49-yard touchdown run, and that'll make it 20-0 with 15.5 left to go on your Ignition Bone and Joint House scoreboard in the first quarter. Again, Dylan Jurdy gets his 5th rushing touchdown of the football season. And the extra point is pending. Schmitz, the holder. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is going to split the uprights, and it is good. And it is 21-0. WLA with the lead over North Fond du Lac on the 49-yard touchdown scamper by Dylan Jurdy. We'll take a break on your Ignition Bone and Joint House scoreboard. Back to radio and video action right after this. Stand by.
Hi, I'm Tyler Schwartz with an Ignition Bone and Joint Health, here to give you your tip of the month. It is always important when you are attempting to make a tackle in football that you keep your head up and eyes on target. This will make sure you don't injure yourself and anyone else on the field.
WLA with the lead 21-0 on your Ignition Bone and Joint House scoreboard. As Dylan Jurdy takes it in from 49 yards out. It goes 4 plays. The drive spans 68 yards. And again, 21-0. Herxtroder does it all, and he'll boom and kick it away, end-over-end kick, and it's going to be hauled in by Ives. He drops it, now scoops it, 5-yard line, 10 up to the 15, to the 20, and 25, and finally dropped down by the WLA special teams unit. Great job on the unit as Curtis Schwartz there to bring him down. Curtis Schwartz, the junior, 5'10", to bring him down. Orioles up to the line of scrimmage. 9 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Ignition Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. Receivers are both ways for the Orioles as they'll run a single back formation. And they'll have a man Krupp into motion for the Orioles to the far side. Here's Zander. Zander will hand off to Brunette. Brunette crossing the 25, doesn't get much, and he's stacked up by the Viking defense. Orioles got a first down on their last drive, and Burnett goes for 2 yards. The final play of the first quarter. At the end of one, WLA 21, North Fond du Lac 0. We're coming back to Art Humphrey Field after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
View Careers offer the advantages you'll find at Charter. As a member of the Charter team, you'll represent the nation's fastest-growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to more than 24 million customers. We offer our employees competitive salary, growth opportunities, comprehensive benefits, and more. If you want to play an important role in your company and make an impact on your career, join the Charter team today. Take a look at a few positions open in your area.
We're back to action here at Art Humphrey Field in North Fond du Lac. And the Orioles move the sticks. First down play. Ball goes to the 40-yard line on a gain of 13. I'm trying to catch and see who carried that. I think it was number 15, Cade Wolf, on the carry. 11:35 left to go. And here's Xander, play action. Xander's going to roll to the right side. He's going to look down the field. Vikings step up defensively, and he'll be shoved out of bounds as he gets near the 43-44. There to escort him out of bounds was Eric Schwark. Schwark was first guy to him to knock him out after a gain of 4. Brings up second down and 6. Orioles are knocking on the Vikings' door as far as the midfield stripe after a 4-yard pickup by Xander. No sound for the Fondy game. Second down and 6 again. Here we go. 11:27 left to go here in this half. Twin receivers up to the far side of the screen, and the handoff to Burnett. Burnett stacked up, driven back again. Nice job defensively by Schwark. Was in there, as was number 50 for the Vikings. And that's a gain of 1 on the play. Ryan Jacobs in on the stop as well. Loss of 1 yard. $10:53 left to go. Third down and 5. Receivers at the top of your screen. And here's Xander, the handoff. And defensive play by Haase came crashing down. Nice job. I'm sorry, Grant Menke. Grant Menke came crashing down. And they'll go pick up of 1. 4th down and 4. We'll see what the Orioles do if it's a punting situation. They'll drop a couple of guys back deep to receive the punt. Xander set to punt it away here for the Orioles as Vikings are back deep with 10:15 left to go here in the half. 21-0 WLA with the lead. And there's Xander with the kick. And that's a nice punt. That's going to back up WLA, and they scoop it at the 20, 25 to the 30-yard line, 35, 40-yard line. He's still at his feet, 45 to midfield, down to the 45, and finally gets wrangled down as he gets near the 40-yard line by Xander in North Fond du Lac territory. The punter got the stop there. Nice return by Cole as Cole gets about, what was that, about a 40-yard return or so. And the Vikings come back to the line of scrimmage as they are at the 39-yard line in North Fond du Lac territory. And Vikings, here they come. Receivers both ways here with an I formation working behind Schmitz. Vikings run so many different types of formations. They'll tuck it in and they'll flip it over, and the pitch is going to go to Borgart to the 30-yard line. 25 finally gets knocked out of bounds. He gets a Viking first down. Good play by Jacob Borgart as he gets down to the 23. So a nice pickup on the play of about 16. Borgart, again, getting his first couple of carries here. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns. He's got 111 yards on the season. Receivers both ways here for the Vikings with an I formation. As they'll go Eric Schmitz. Schmitz will hand it off to the first guy through. That is Jurdy, I believe. Yep, Dylan Jurdy. Took it off to the left side of the offensive line. Got a couple on the play. First guy through the chute, again, was Jurdy, a host of Orioles. Black shirts there to bring him down. As we have 9:29 left to go here. Shoot me an email. Let me know where you're listening from. Email me, nickr@wfdl.com. 17-0. Stevens Point leads Fond du Lac right now. And there is the handoff again. Jurdy has it to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, WLA. They take it in from 20 yards out. And Dylan Jurdy's sixth touchdown of the season. He's got a couple in the ball game here tonight. It's 28-0 WLA with the lead. And again, this one goes from 20 yards out. Extra point is pending. 9:07 left to go here in the first half. Mason Herkstroder set to kick it. And the holder, Schmitz. Lines are clean. Snap is clean. Kick is away. It is up and in. It is good. And it's 28-0 WLA with the lead. Number 5 team in the state of Wisconsin. In Division 5, they have the lead over the Orioles. Coming back to Art Humphrey Field after this. 95-96 The Rock.
To feel good about your smile and your dentist, visit Sorauer Dental. They are dedicated to personalized dental care. So for your family dental needs, visit Dr. Todd Sorauer at 845 South Main Street in Fond du Lac.
Back here at Art Humphrey Field, home of the Orioles. Orioles trail 28-0 to WLA. That drive goes 3 plays, 39 yards. And Dylan Jurdy takes it in from 20 yards out. And again, it is 28-0. Coming up, we'll have a look at the North Fond du Lac season with co-head coach Todd Whitaker. Again, that comes up, part of your halftime show, Badger Tire halftime show. Kick is up, and it is away, and it'll be taken by North Fond du Lac. Loses it for a moment, and there to scoop it up to the 15-yard line, and gets pelted. Special teams unit for WLA came storming in. Great job by number 40 for WLA, Colby Davies, on the stop. And now for the Orioles, they come back to the line of scrimmage, trailing by 4 touchdowns. Shoot me an email. Let me know where you're listening from. It is nickr at WFDL.com, NICKR at WFDL.com. A couple of receivers split out here for the Orioles. That is Reitz and Connor Krupp working in the slot with an I formation behind Xander. Xander will hand it off. First guy up. First guy through is number 33, and that is Sheldon Smith. Sheldon Smith goes for a yard. And second play of the series coming up after a gain of 1. Again, North Fond du Lac beat WLA in 2010, 38-31. That was the Orioles' last win over the Vikings. Receivers both ways. Ives split out. And also Reitz is split out as well. Working from the shotgun. They hand it off. The handoff goes to Burnett. Burnett gets it past the 20-yard line after a 4-yard pickup on the play. It's going to bring up third down here for the Orioles. And there we go. We do have a doubleheader next week. We'll have Fondy and Neenah. And that Fondy-Neenah game on Friday, we'll have Springs and North Fond du Lac on Saturday. Under 8 to play here in the opening half. And Xander is going to work with a couple of backs in the backfield. Passing situation, 3rd and 5. They throw to the flats. They got Reitz. Reitz is going to be covered up. I believe he got the first down, though. Let's check the spot. Maybe. Oh, that's short. Looked good from this angle, but it's going to be about a half-yard short of the first down. Again, pass went to Reitz, went for 4. They needed a solid 5. And looks like they are going to send out the punting unit. Cole is back deep to receive here for WLA. As the Vikings and Kulibert is back deep to receive as well. And there'll be a timeout taken on the field by the Orioles. Time out on the field. We'll step aside. Back after this to Art Humphrey Field on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
You know, FloorQuest has always provided the best quality flooring and cabinetry for your home. But did you know that we're now in a new location and a brand new store on Washburn Street in Oshkosh? There's an expanded showroom with more top quality flooring options and a much larger selection of beautiful cabinetry. Also a new outlet center with great pricing on in-stock flooring. Quality, service, savings every day. Now more than ever, there's more in store for you at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination, also in Fond du Lac and at floorquest.net.
At Summit Automotive, we treat you like family.
We're right here off Highway 41 in Fond du Lac.
And we have one of the largest selections of vehicles.
That's right, over 400 to choose from.
At Summit Automotive.
New Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams.
And one of the largest used car and truck selections.
That means you can drive one home today.
We'll give you our best deals.
Our best service.
Our best value.
You have our word on it.
Hablamos español.
Come see us. We'll go
the extra mile for you.
At Summit Automotive, Fond du Lac.
Back here at Art Humphrey Field in North Fond du Lac. Got Ike in the house, Chase up above, running camera, Nick Rush with you, and hot dog Robbie Brown board hopping tonight's action. It's 4th down and 1. They look to go for it here, and I'm not sure if he got it. The handoff went right up the chute to Burnett. I'm sorry, that went to Smith on the carry, Sheldon Smith. And the Vikings will stop them on 4th down. Deep in their own territory, they decide to go for it in that situation, and can't get a yard in that carry. So the Vikings offense takes over with a short field, working at the Oriole 25-yard line. Receivers both ways here for the Vikings. Officials will huddle up here and take a peek at looking at a couple of things here. Now they'll reset it, and away we go. And we have trips to the near side here. Ball working from the far hash. Here is Eric Schmitz. Schmitz is going to work from the shotgun with Jurdy flanked to his right. Passing situation, looks to fake, now throws to the end zone, and that's incomplete. That was overshot on the far side, intended. Viking player, number 81, Eric Schwark, the tight end. Coverage on the far side by Jordan Ives. Under 7 to play here in the half. 28-0, WLA with the lead on your Ignesian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. Laconia and Lamira tonight in Mayville and Omro, Ozaki and Springs at Fruth. Fondy trailing Stevens Point right now, 24-0. And they'll go in I formation, and here's the handoff. Handoff is going to go to Beauregard. Beauregard's busting his way past the first line, and he'll get down to the 12-yard line, gain of 13 or 14 by the Vikings running back. And a 14-yard gain by Herkstroder, or by Beauregard, I should say. And it's 1st down and 10 to go as the Vikings continue to move the sticks. Vikings have many options offensively. Nice couple of backs in Jurdy and Beauregard. Have a nice quarterback in Schmitz I can take off with at any given time. Twins both ways, sending Herkstroder into motion, and Eric Schmitz takes the call, and then we'll pitch it over, and there's a sniffed out defensive play by North Fond du Lac. That's number 86, Nathan Schallert, coming up to make the stop there. WLA loses yardage on that play. What a sweet play, loss of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 16 yards to go with 6 minutes left to go here in the half. Vikings top 2 rusher Schmitz and Jurdy have done a nice job here tonight. Again, North Fond du Lac going for it with a deep placement of the football in their own end of things. Out of the I formation here, Schmitz. Schmitz is going to fake the handoff and now take it off with it himself. Option. Schmitz has got it to the 10 to the 5-yard line, trying to get the angle, and he dives forward. There's a fumble on the play. They say he was down. They say he was down, though. And Orioles were right there to jump on it if the fumble was accurate. However, they say he was down. And a tough break. Orioles thought they had the football. Schmitz takes it forward, and it takes it down to the 1 on a gain of 16. 5:28 left to go here in the half. And Vikings will come back up to the line of scrimmage. Again, they're up by 4 touchdowns. Herkstroder split out to the far side, and there's an official timeout as they're going to have a substitution here. As Jacob Borgard's going to go to the sidelines. Now the Vikings take a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Come back to Art Humphrey Field after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. Send it back after this. Back to Art Humphrey Field here. Schmitz with an I formation at the 1-yard line. First down and goal for the Vikings. Putting a man in motion. Herkstroder now to the left-hand side. And here's the hand, fakes the handoff. Here's Schmitz rolling right, passing it wide open to the end zone. Touchdown, WLA. Touchdown, Eric Schwark, the tight end. Ran a nice little pattern to the end zone. And it's 34-0 WLA with the lead on your Ignesian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. 1-yard touchdown pass to Schwark. And that is Eric Schmidt's third passing touchdown of the football game. And the drive for the Vikings spans 4 plays. Kick is up. It is good. And it is 35-0 WLA with the lead on your Ignesian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. Back after this, 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
It's all imported cheeses. This is a fondue party, Mike.
I realize that, Alan. Taco Bell has these new burritos with warm melted cheese in the center.
This is a Gorgonzola Gruyere medley.
This is a 3-cheese blend plus nacho cheese sauce medley.
The best way to serve warm melted cheese is in the center of a beefy burrito. New cheesy core burritos only at Taco Bell.
5:14 left to go. It is 35-0 WLA with the lead on your Ignesian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. I'd love to hear from you here tonight on this beautiful Friday night. Shoot me an email. Let me know where you're listening from. Nick R at WFDL.com. That's NICKR at WFDL.com. Nice viewers checking in here tonight. Appreciate that. There's a low kick. It'll be taken by Ives, as Ives is going to take it at the 25, or at the 15, and get an angle to the 20-yard line, 25, 30-yard line, 35, and gets banged out of bounds by Herkstroder on the special teams unit. And the Orioles, pretty good field position, one of their better field position battles of this game so far. But, again, the Orioles come back up to the line. They have just 2 first downs in the football game. And are used to moving the football pretty good. They moved it last week in the first half, especially against Horicon Houstonford. Even though they were being outscored, they moved it pretty good in the second half too. Receivers to the near side here. There's going to be a flag and a false start on the right side of the offensive line for the Orioles. Orioles did a nice job, especially in that first game of moving the football as well. I mean, in 2 games, the Orioles scored 56 points. This is a team last year that averaged about 7 points a game. So the players for the Orioles are believing they can get in the end zone and make some plays happen, and it's all part of the building the brand process here at North Fond du Lac. And Xander will take it and just go down with it after a high snap, and a little miscommunication there with him and Burnett as he goes down with it. A loss on the play as it's second down and 19 after a loss of 9 by Xander. Xander, just a sophomore, so he's got years ahead of him as well in this North Fond du Lac program. They'll put Ives in the slot and a receiver to the right side of him. And they'll go with a single back in the backfield. Now Xander will hand off to Burnett. Burnett through the first wave, gets tripped up and dropped. And WLA's nice job, number 40, Colby Davies, I should say, to bring him down. After a gain of 2, Dave's there to escort him. And a gain, again, of 2. Coming up, your Badger Tire halftime report. Get you caught up to date with several other scores in the area. Kimberly is up big over Appleton East. Fond du Lac trailing big to Stevens Point, 31-0. Third down and 17 to go from the shotgun formation. Couple of receivers out there. Here's Sanders going to throw down the middle of the field. That's going to be intercepted by WLA. Picked off by Coolabird. He's going to streak all the way down the far side to the 10-yard line, cutting it back, and he'll dive his way forward, and he's into the end zone. Actually, to the end zone, yep, pick 6. As he got it all the way to the end zone, and it is 41-0 in favor of WLA. So Xander just thought he had a seam down that far side. Wasn't so. And they pick it off, and they take it pick 6. Brendan Coolabert had a nice game here tonight. Defensive back in on a couple of different stops. Carried the football as well. And that pick 6 goes for about 46, 47 yards. Snap is clean, kick is away, it is up, and it is good. And it is 42-0 in favor of WLA on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. Coming back to Art Humphrey Field after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
View Careers offer the advantages you'll find at Charter. As a member of the Charter team, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to more than 24 million customers. We offer our employees competitive salary, growth opportunities, comprehensive benefits, and more. If you want to play an important role in your company and make an impact on your career, join the Charter team today. Take a look at a few positions open in your area.
Pick 6. WLA takes it back, number 21. For the pick 6, Brendan Coolabert takes it to the house. Vikings lead now 42-0 over the Orioles. We are still in the first half. 2:29 left to go here in the first half. And Orioles will have another tough go of it next week, Saturday night. The Orioles come to Fruth as they'll take on St. Mary's Springs Academy. That's a Saturday night game because Fond du Lac plays against Neenah at home next Friday night. Here's the run-up and the kick, and that'll be taken at about the 15-yard line. And Krupp has got the football now. He tries to angle it up to the 20 and finally gets brought down by a host of WLA players. As we have your Badger Tire halftime report. Get you caught up to date with several other scores going on around the area. Yeah, taking a peek at the Flyway Conference. This conference is interesting because you have Springs, defending Division 6 state champions. They got tested last week. Springs came out with a nice win over Amherst on the road. Amherst, number 1 team, Division 5. They lose at home to Springs. Springs holds on to that number 1 ranking, and the Ledgers are the favorite in the conference to win it, with a lot of playmakers back and a lot of key guys back. There's play action, and Xander's going to run for some yards east and west, and finally cut it upfield. Hazy shove him down, and another couple of players for the Vikings to knock him down as well. Then after that, you have some teams, including this Vikings team, that's going to challenge for the upper spot of the conference. You also have a nice Omro team that, remember last year, Omro knocked off Springs in the regular season. That was one of 2 losses for the Ledgers that went 12-2 season ago. Omro dethroned the the Ledgers as the Flyway Conference champion, and the Foxes of Omro made it all the way to the Division 4 state semis before getting knocked out to Lodi, and they lost 22 seniors from a season ago. But they do have some key guys back this year, the Omro Foxes. So look for Omro to contend with Springs and WLA for the top spot in the conference, this Flyway Conference. Xander fumbles it. They jump back on it. Under 55 seconds left to go here in the first half. Vikings with the lead 42-0 over the Orioles on your Ignesian Bone and Joe and House scoreboard. Coming up, we will have the North Fond du Lac interview with Todd Whitaker. We'll have that part of our festivities during the halftime report. And with under 30 seconds left to play, it looks to be possibly the final play of the first half. And there is a new quarterback for the Orioles, Jose Cruz Perez. And there's the handoff, and there's a big pop in the backfield as Odin Nett got the football, then he was drilled immediately. And that's how the first half is going to come to an end. It's all WLA here at Art Humphrey Field as the Vikings lead 42-0 over North Fond du Lac. We're going to come back to Art Humphrey Field after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
It's all imported cheeses. This is a fondue party, Mike.
I realize that, Alan. Taco Bell has these new burritos with warm melted cheese in the center.
This is a Gorgonzola Gruyere medley.
This is a 3-cheese blend plus nacho cheese sauce medley.
The best way to serve warm melted cheese is in the center of a beefy burrito. New cheesy core burritos only at Taco Bell.
Welcome back to Art Humphrey Field at North Fond du Lac, where the Orioles trail the Vikings 42-0 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. Taking a peek at the scoring, the Orioles went 3 and out, punted it to the Vikings. Vikings took one play to go 44 yards, a touchdown pass to Herkstroder, made it 7-0 at the 9:51 mark of the first quarter. Then a three-play and 6:07 left to go in the first, made it 14-0, a 28-yard touchdown reception by Mason Herkstroder. That's his second touchdown of the football game. Then a 4-play, 68-yard drive capped off by a 49-yard run by Dylan Jurdy. Made it 21-0 WLA. 3 plays, 39 yards as Jurdy took it in from 20 yards out, his second rushing touchdown of the football game. Made it 28-0. WLA picked it off and took it into the end zone. But prior to that, a 1-yard touchdown scoring strike to Schwark made it 35-0. Then the pick six made it 42-0 in that regard. So again, the Vikings lead 42-0 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. 3 passing touchdowns for Eric Schmitz, and just doing some quick math here, 86 total yards through the air for Schmitz. He has 28 rushing yards on the football game. Also, Borgart for the Vikings has 26 yards rushing, and the North Fond du Lac Orioles just have 50 total yards in offense. 18 of those 50 is to Burnett, again, for the Orioles. We're at the half. It's 42-0. This is your Anders Auto Parts postgame show, or your halftime report on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. Taco Bell Sports Ticker will break down some of your area scores. That comes up in just a couple of minutes on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. Glad you're with us here at Art Humphrey Field in North Fond du Lac. We do have some scoring updates for you. Taking a peek at your Taco Bell sports ticker. Wisconsin Lutheran leads West Bend West at the half, 20-0. Appleton Lightning leads Kaukauna at the half, 35-0. Stevens Point leads Fond du Lac, 31-0. That game is at the half. That's a surprising score. Two teams battling for the top spot in the conference. Again, Stevens Point leads at home at Gerke Field, 31-0 over the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Beaver Dam and West Bend East are tied at the half. Springs trails Ozaki 17-14. 3:09 left to go in the second quarter of action. Kimberly leads Appleton East 35-0 as well. Waunakee leads Baraboo. Pretty good game as far as the Madison area goes, with some interest there, 28-0. We are going to take a timeout, and we'll play actually for you the interview that we conducted with North Fond du Lac's Todd Whitaker. We'll play that interview now on our video stream and radio broadcast on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. You can cue that interview. Pre-game programming on this Radio Plus radio station, 95 and 96.1 The Rock. and this is your holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC Cadillac pregame show. And glad you're with us. Thank you so much. As we are continuing to preview some area teams and talk about high school sports in the area. And Todd Whitaker is with us on the telephone line, and he represents North Fond du Lac and the football program. Todd, always a pleasure. Good to talk to you. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. We're, back in school and ready to go here.
So let's walk through going back to school. Now, the football team has been kind of back in a routine, I guess, for the past really month or so. But how do the boys get adjusted to now coming back to school and balancing football and school?
Correct. We are always creatures of habit, and it's always kind of just a strange time because we've been in that mode of morning practices and later afternoon practices, and now we got to switch back now to our school schedule, where we can start practice at 3 o'clock instead of having, the past week we couldn't start till 4 because of teacher in service and other meetings that we had going on. So it's a different schedule, and the kids just have to adjust to it, and I know the kids are excited to be back in school too, see their friends that they haven't seen for a while, and we just got to phone them back in here and get back in the normalcy.
Todd, let's talk about the North Fond du Lac football program here. And you and Pat Colby are taking the program over for Zach Ruck, who is no longer coaching the football team. So what are each of your roles with the North Fond du Lac football program? Inform the listeners for us.
All right. Well, yes, it is a co-head coaching role. So Pat and myself took this on last spring, and we thought if we both would do it, it would kind of help us out both as far as time, because there's a lot of time that you have to spend with things. And how we kind of have it worked out then is we platoon our coaches, which is a different mindset. What that means is we have an offensive staff and a defensive staff. And Pat takes care of the offense, and I take care of the defense. So our defensive coaches then just coach defense. And how our practices work then is we have our JV2 squad, which are freshmen and sophomore. While they're practicing defense, then the varsity's on offense. And then roughly about halfway through, then we flip. And then we'll have varsity on defense, and then they will go to offense. And it's worked really well. We thought that would bring a sense of cohesion, if you will, where now that kid coming in ninth grade is going to hear that same jargon, the same words and everything based on the position coaches all the way through their experience here then until they graduate. So there'll be 4 years of a common voice for defense.
Kind of a
it's worked out really, really well.
A streamlined process.
Correct.
Nonetheless here. Okay. We're talking with Todd Whitaker. He's the co-head coach with Pat Colby for the North Fond du Lac Orioles. And, Coach, let's go back a couple weeks, talk about the Randolph game. Pretty exciting win for the North Fond du Lac football program.
Absolutely. The kids were really excited. They came out and they played really hard. One of the things that we're really focusing in on this year is kind of our program structure, our foundation, and what we really want to focus in on is basically family, leadership, and love. And that's really what we're focusing in on this year as far as playing for that person next to you, playing for them, playing for your parents, playing for your community, the people that have made sacrifices for you. So it's not always just about you, it's about that other person as well. And I felt in that Randolph game, they came out and they played really well, and they flew around. They were excited. They were extremely excited then with the victory when we were able to achieve that with that, and brought a lot of excitement then within the program.
Beating Randolph 34-20, a fall at Horicon Eustis Ford Disher Park this past Friday. And you look ahead to a couple of tough games on the schedule as far as the Orioles go the next couple of weeks. You have WLA this Friday, and you have a tough matchup on a Saturday night, September the 10th at St. Mary's Springs. You play at Fruit there. Let's talk about the WLA game, and what do you see against the Vikings?
I see a wonderful opportunity for our program here to get better and to really go up against, which I think is going to be one of the top teams in the conference when all is said and done. WLA is a very solid team, both offensively and defensively. We as coaches have been extremely impressed what their coaching staff has done with the kids that they have. They got some great players and skill players that it's going to be, like I said, a great opportunity for us to try to get better. And that's really what we're going to kind of be looking at here, is how well, do we compete? Are we playing hard? Are we doing the assignments? Are we doing those little things right? And they're a tough team to prepare for because they'll throw a lot of different formations at you. And like I said, they got some great players. Looking at them for offensively, Eric Schmidt's running the ball. I think he's at 262 yards right now on the season. Runs the ball really well, runs an option really good. And number 34, last name Jurdy, does a great job too running the ball. Then just when you think you're going to stop the run, then they hit you over the top of the ball, with a deep pass. So it's they're very well coached, and it's a great opportunity for us on Friday night.
All right. Todd, Greg Stensland, I want you to run the Statue of Liberty.
Well, I'll talk to Coach Colby about that tonight. We'll put that in just for you, Greg. And that would be just for you.
Sten's chiming in on the interview here in the studio today. And last question, Coach. Griffin Burnett, talk about him. He has 8 touchdowns, almost 600 yards in 2 games. What's so special about him?
Yeah, he's just a great kid. We have a lot of great kids, though. And Griff is just a kid that it's been great to see him grow. I remember seeing him, back in 9th grade, his first year up at the high school, and seeing how he's grown and really kind of evolving into a great leader for us to lead us. And does a great job and has a motor that just keeps going and is a hard competitor. And all around, just an all-around great guy and is a great teammate and a great kid to have out here for our program.
Todd Whitaker, co-head coach with Pat Colby, as we'll have North Fond du Lac and WLA on the radio come Friday night. Looking forward to talking with you on the field, Coach, and we'll chat again real soon, okay?
Great. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Bye-bye.
At Aurora Healthcare, we're committed to lifelong care that, cares.
You build each other up.
She's the only person I've ever run into who could put up with me.
Connecting you with doctors who know you is you, not just a patient. So whatever you're looking for, we've got the doctor for you. Head to aurora.org to meet our doctors and schedule a checkup with one who's right for you.
A good friend is somebody who be's nice to you.
Aurora Healthcare, for your life.
This is Dr. Paul Fagan with Aurora Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Fond du Lac. We're proud to be a community partner of high school sports.
All the little things we do, friendly people make it easy for you. Wisconsin, we keep on coming through. Holiday Automotive, your money goes a long, long way, 'cause you pay less at Holiday. No haggle pricing means you'll buy it your way at Holiday. Holiday, you'll pay less at Holiday. No hassle pricing means you'll buy it your way. You'll pay less at Holiday.
Holiday's upfront pricing saves a lot of time and hassle. They were great to deal with.
Holiday GM. Always the best price. Always the best selection.
You'll pay less at Holiday.
Highway 41 at Johnson Street, Fond du Lac.
Back here at Art Humphrey Field, Nick Rush. There we go. As we get our video stream kind of queued up here. Screens going on, got the iPad going on, got the radio broadcast happening. A lot going on up here in the press box. Glad North Fond du Lac, very accommodating hosts. High-speed internet access. Love to see that. Love doing games here at Art Humphrey Field in North Fond du Lac. Coverage in tonight's game presented in part by your Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Dan Sprader, Ben Barici, Pam Tellefson, Steve Millen, Doug Shireman, and Jeff Wills of Fond du Lac. Dr. Kathy Kelly Doyle and her team realize that teamwork is the key to success. From the team at Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, call 907-1400. That's 907-1400. Also, catch this game live at the Press Box. If you can't make it during the game, no worries. They'll play it once again after as well. The Press Box, home for your volleyball, wiffle ball league. That's starting soon, huh? Badminton leagues. Check out their Facebook page for more information on leagues and events. About to kick it off here in the second half of action. Once they do kick it off, it will be a running clock here at North Fond du Lac, which means the only time is stopped after a team calls a timeout or an injury or at the end of the quarter. Clock does not stop on incompletions or out of bounds. Here's the kick, the run-up on the kick, nice booming kick. That'll be taken by Cole, I believe, 10, 20-yard line up to the 25, 30-yard line, 35, 40-yard line, met and dropped down. As Coolibert was the return man for WLA. And let's see if there are some substitutions here. And Vikings will keep with their starters on the offensive side as Schmitz comes back out. This will probably be this or next series, his final couple of series of the football game. John Boggs is the head coach of WLA. And they split out a man near side here. Ball working from the far hash. Out of the I formation, here's Schmitz. Schmitz will turn and hand the football off to Borgart. Borgart will take it up near the 44-yard line. Borgart had 26 yards rushing in the first half, and there's an injured player on the field as they stop the clock. What a cramp. I think that's the area of a cramp as they're holding the leg right now. Trainer's going to trot out on the field. We'll take an injury timeout. We'll come back after this to Art Humphrey Field on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. Back here at North Fond du Lac as the injured player is number 8 in Clay Skelton, the senior. Senior linebacker comes off the field, kind of hopping on one foot, holding his right foot up in the air. And we'll see what happens with that injury. Hopefully get an update. We have trips to the far side as the Vikings will roll with a shotgun formation. As Jurdy is flanked to the left-hand side of Schmitz, they bring a man into motion. Now Schmitz surveying the defense. Now takes it and flips it over to Jurdy. Jurdy now cutting it upfield. Got to the 50-yard line and finally tripped up as Connor Krupp there to bring him down. And it's a nice pickup there of about 6 or so. That'll be enough for a Viking first down. Again, Fond du Lac trailing 31-0. Appleton North blasting Kaukauna tonight. Kimberly is leading big over Appleton East. Some blowouts tonight on the schedule. One receiver to the near side here. Ball working from the near hash. They have 3 receivers split to the wide side. There's the handoff to Jurdy. Jurdy will take it into Oriole territory, so get it down near about the 47. Gain of a 1 on the play. Again, it's a running clock here at North Fond du Lac. If the lead is greater than or 35 points or greater, they do run that clock. It stops with an injury or with a timeout or at the end of the quarter. Trips on the near side of the field. They put a man in motion to the far side. Here's Schmitz working from the shotgun. Schmitz will option, and he'll hand it off to Dylan Jurdy again. The North Fond du Lac defense there to bring him down. A couple of defensive players there. Nice job. Up the gut. Up the chute there to drop him as he'll get about a yard or so. It's 3rd down and 9 to go for the Vikings. Vikings back up to the line of scrimmage. And I'll split a wide receiver. That's Joseph Roloff to the wide side. And there's a flag on the play. That'll be a false start against WLA, and that'll push it back. It's 3rd down and 14 to go. Again, if you are listening to the broadcast, you can shoot me an email. It is nickr@wfdl.com, nickr@wfdl.com. Love to hear from you. O'Connor Wells and Vanderwerf LLC, proud sponsor of our broadcast here tonight, as is Anders Auto Parts, Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC Cadillac, and many more great sponsors that work from the I formation, 3rd down and 14. Eric Schmitz will survey. Now he'll turn. Handoff to Borgard. He's got running room to the 40-yard line and gets it near the 1st down. He will be short, though. I think he got 12 or 13. He needed a full 14 to get there. Got 13. 4th and 1 coming up. WLA has a non-conference game at Reedsville next week. That's next Friday. WLA plays 4 out of their first 5 games on the road. Then they have 3 out of the next 4 at home. It's 4th down and 1. Vikings elect to go, working from the Oriole 39. They pitch it to Beauregard, trying to get the corner. He's got the corner of the 1st down. 30-yard line. 25 still at his feet, cutting it up to the 20-yard line. Still at his feet, banging down inside the 10. Down near the 5. 34-yard pickup on 4th and 1. 34 as Beauregard goes for 34 again on 4th down and 1. As they'll bring it up to the 6, so a 33-yard pickup. Under 6:50 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Vikings lead 42-0. Vikings running efficient offense here. Jurdy to the left-hand side of Schmitz. Couple of receivers split out there for the Vikings. Here's Schmitz working from the shotgun. Handoff to Jurdy. He's going to cut it up into the end zone. Touchdown, WLA. As Jurdy takes it in from 6 yards away. And that is Jurdy's 3rd touchdown of the football game. And this drive goes for 60 yards. 7 plays. And Dylan Jurdy, again with his 3rd touchdown, takes it in. And lines are down. Snap is clean. Kick is away. It is up, and it is good. And it is 49-0 WLA on your Ignesian Boat and Joint House scoreboard. Take a timeout. Come back after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. WLA with the lead on a 49-0 scoreboard. Ignesian Bone and Joint Health sponsoring our scoreboard. Again, Vikings take it in from 60 yards away. 7 plays. That's what the drive spans. 6-yard run by Jurdy. And Jurdy with 86 yards in rushing and 3 touchdowns so far in the ball game. And the Vikings go for it on 4th down. They get it. And the first crack for the Orioles, getting it in this second half. Krupp is the ball carrier on the return, gets it to the 25, and the Orioles take over. 1st and 10 as time continues to melt away here in the third quarter. Already just 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter as it's a running clock here. Got Ike, got Chase, got Hot Dog Robbie Brown back at the radio station, getting us all dialed in on this football game here. Doubleheader next week. Fondy and Nina Friday, Springs and North Fond du Lac Saturday. We'll have both games on the radio and on the video stream at radioplusinfo.com from Fruth. Both games. And the Orioles offense to the line of scrimmage. The handoff is going to go to Burnett, and Burnett will take it over the 30-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play, says Gary Keel down the line here. And 2nd down and 4 coming up here for the Orioles. Again, it's a learning process here for North Fond du Lac. It's a growing process. They'll take their lumps. They've went winless for 2 consecutive years, and they got their first win in 3 years against Randolph earlier this season, a couple of games ago. Handoff to Griffin Burnett again. A hard runner will cross the 32 up near the 33, and a couple of yard gain on the play for Griffin. And going back, this is a North Fond du Lac team that they won 3 games back in 2013, and they did win a game getting off that snide earlier this season. Some winnable games for North Fond du Lac coming up down the line here. Lamira is down just a little bit. Howard's Grove is down as well a little bit. That's their non-conference game in the middle of the season. And there's the handoff to Burnett. Burnett again will get it up near the 35, and that will be enough, I believe, for a first down. North Fond du Lac just 50 yards in total offense for the team. WLA 223 in that first half. Special thanks to some of our sponsors here tonight: Ignesian Healthcare, American Bank, Jackson Call Insurance, Baker Cheese, Badger Tire, Scotty's Auto Works. A couple of receivers split out here for the Orioles. Orioles running on a 1st and 10. New set of sticks. The handoff is to Burnett. Burnett into Viking territory, and he's finally tripped up and brought down at about the 43-yard line. So there's a nice gain of 22 by Burnett. That's one of his longest runs of the night. He had a screen pass that went for 31 in the first half, but this run goes for 22. And a couple of plays to get this drive going as they get another first down here. That's their 4th first down of the football game. With an I formation here as Darius Hayes is the quarterback here for North Fond du Lac. Hayes will hand off to Burnett, and Vikings defense is there to sniff him out and drop him down. Vikings defensively, Curtis Schwartz in on the stop. Schwartz there to escort him down after Burnett lost a couple of yards on the play. Under 30 to play, 30 seconds left to play in this third quarter. And the Orioles back up to the line here with a couple of receivers split out. Ives will go in the slot with an I formation. And they will hand it off to Burnett. Burnett trying to get the angle of pursuit. Vikings there to sniff it out defensively. A host of white shirts there to bring him down. Bunch of Viking players. Dylan Jurdy in on the stop, as Hazy came over as well to knock him down. End of the third quarter. It's 49-0 WLA. We're coming back to Art Humphrey Field after this. 95 and 96-1 The Rock. the jump around is going at Art Humphrey Field. The press box is shaking. Got Aaron Sadoff leading the charge down to the far end of the box. He's going. Gary Keel says tomorrow we're going. You going to the game, Gary? Big Lambeau Field matchup. Tigers and Badgers. Should be a good one from Lambeau. But, yeah, again, they get into it here in North Fond du Lac. Love their attitude. Love the way they treat us, too. Very accommodating up here at Art Humphrey Field. But back to action here as it's 3rd down and 11. Orioles have the football in Viking territory. There's the snap, and there's a fire, and he dropped it. Dropped the football, Cade Wolf. Wolf's reception falls incomplete, and it's 4th down here for the Orioles. Orioles in Viking territory. They're at the Viking 45-yard line. A couple of consecutive first downs here for the Orioles, and the drive has suddenly found its way to 4th down and 11. See what they do here, looking to punt it as we have the 4th quarter upon us. Vikings with the lead, 49-0 in case you're just joining us. It was 42-0 at the half. And there's the snap clean, and the kick is away, and it'll be taken by the Vikings. Vikings to the 20-yard line, got belted right away on that far side as they got it just about the 21 or so. He got popped right away. Krupp came down in a hurry and blasted him. So a nice drive by North Fond du Lac. However, it gets stalled. And Vikings back up to the line of scrimmage coming up here. Let's see what they go. They do go with a different quarterback. For WLA, in at quarterback right now is number 12. And that's Ryan Cole. And here's Cole. Cole is going to pitch it, and he's going to flip it to a back. Get to the 25, up near the 30-yard line. Still on his feet, 35. And that's a nice run to this near side by Weinig, number 24. Getting his first action here tonight. Some new shirts in there for WLA. I'm trying to get some names on. Colby Daves is in, along with some other fresh shirts and fresh faces out there. But and that one goes for 10 and a first down. Also number 28, Joshua Huey, is out there too. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field from the near hash. Here is the handoff, and the handoff will go forward to Colby Daves. Daves there to pick up a yard or so. But again, Ryan Cole is the quarterback now. He's a junior. He's the backup to Schmitz. 3 minutes gone by here in the final frame. It is 49-0. WLA with the lead. Receivers are both ways here for the Vikings. Cole will duck in with an I formation behind him. Here is Cole, surveys the down lineman, and will hand the football off to the midfield stripe. 45-yard line, 40-yard line, 35, 30-yard line, and finally wrangled out of bounds as they went way downfield on the run. And good job, WLA, to bring him down. That's number 40 for WLA and Colby Daves. And on the stop, takes it all the way down to the 22. Nice pickup on the play. Daves, the up back in the I formation, as they also have Weining in the backfield now with an I formation. And here is Cole. Cole will now flip it over to Weining on the left-hand side. Weining's got the carry. He'll cut it upfield and be escorted down by Odin Nett. Gain of 5 on the play by Gideon Waning, who is a sophomore, 5'10", $152. Trips to the near side here. Ball is at the far hash as they have a shotgun formation. Cole with the handoff now, and that's going to go right up the chute and be escorted down. And I believe Jordan Miller in on the stop for North Fond du Lac. Daves goes for 2 yards ahead. Third down and 3 to go here for WLA on offense. Again, the Vikings picked with Springs and Amro to be at the upper half of the conference. Our sister radio station, FM 103.3 and AM 1170radio.com, has Football Friday Nights. That's a weekly radio show. And that's a great show, hosted by Adam Eichstedt and Travis Wilson of WithSports.net. So if you want to flip it around a little bit here tonight, you can go to our sister radio station's website. That's AM1170radio.com. And click on the Listen Live icon. And that will take you to our coverage of Football Friday Nights. And what that show does, it talks with area coaches after their games. It talks about all the big games in the state that night as well. It's a great show. Couple of backs will split Cole in the backfield. Receivers both ways here for the Vikings on a play. And there's the option. Now he'll pitch it 20, 15-yard line to the 10-yard line. And finally gets down inside the 5-yard line. Schwartz, I should say, Donovan Schwartz on the carry to the near side. It's first down and goal to go. This ball gets at about the 3. Nice gain on the play. 49-0 WLA with the lead over North Fond du Lac here on your Ignatian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. Anders Auto Parts postgame show comes up as we will have it for you. Hang on for that. About 5:20 left to go. 3 receivers split to the wide side of the field. Vikings moving to the north end zone here, and there's Cole. A pitch over, and that's going to dive into the end zone for a touchdown. Dave's in on the touchdown run. That's a 3-yard run, and it is 55-0 WLA over North Fond du Lac here on your Ignatian Bone and Joint House scoreboard. I think this, even though North Fond du Lac is struggling here and struggling, this season and has for quite some time, I do think that WLA is the real deal this year, and I don't know if they have the speed to chase Springs all over up and down Fruth. The extra point is no good. But I do think that WLA is going to pose a challenge to Amro, and it's going to give Springs a ball game. This is not the same WLA team that last couple of years have won just one playoff game and gone out. I do think that they have the right tools in place. They have a running, durable quarterback that can chuck it up in the air and that can keep it on the ground and make something happen with it. They have very capable receivers, and they have a decent running attack in Borgart and Jurdy. And we've seen that here tonight. Take a 30-second timeout. Back after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. Orioles trail the Vikings 55-0 on your Ignatian Bone and Joint House scoreboard as we have about 3 minutes left to go in the football game. Running clock here at North Fond du Lac, and there's the kick, and it's going to be scooped up by Ives to the 20-yard line, to the 25. continues to wind down here. But again, North Fond du Lac, it's a growing process. It's a planning process, and they're getting there. It's just taking a little bit longer than expected. They have co-head coaches, new co-head coaches this year, and at Colby and Todd Whitaker, as the officials stop the clock for a timeout on the field, as they're going to bring in another player, Matthew Klein, the sophomore running back, is going to get a play at the varsity level here, and officials will wind the clock, and barring a pass downfield, North Fond du Lac is going to get shut out here tonight, as WLA is well on their way, 55-0. And here's the snap, and there's the handoff. Klein on the carry, and that's the final play of the football game. Your final score here from North Fond du Lac from Art Humphrey Field, 55-0. WLA with the win in a flyaway conference tilt. We'll come back to North Fond du Lac after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.